La Mimosa is a glorious fruity floral by Annick Goutal. The name La Mimosa is a little bit of a tip-off that the mimosa flower is one of the star players in this eau de toilette. And the mimosa is a little yellow flower that blooms every spring in the south of France and in Mediterranean areas. And the flower is sweet with a dirty mind. It's a little bit fresh, it has a little bit of an herbal quality, and it also has kind of a frisky, overripe aspect to it, almost like, I guess you'd call it clean sweat. So when you smell it in Annick Goutal La Mimosa, it's certainly a little bit powdery, it's a little bit herbal, and it's sweet, and it definitely comes across like your skin after you've been snuggling with a loved one. It just has that kind of intimate, warmed up smell. The other big player in La Mimosa is a big, juicy peach. So you have this sweet with a dirty mind floral, the mimosa, and then this really big, happy, juicy peach. And then there's also a grassy quality and a little bit of anise. So you got this great licorice friction to La Mimosa. And the thing that I love about it is that it's complex without being inaccessible. So it's not weird, it's not, trying too hard. It actually is just kind of deep and unusual, and you go along for the ride. So it starts off with this nice grassy and then, peachy and floral opening. And then it starts to get a little more ambered, a little more musky. And there's a sandalwood dry down. So there's real development to it. And sandalwood's just one of my favorite characters to encounter in any perfume story. It's tangy, it's creamy, it's milky, a little bit woody. And that's what happens in La Mimosa, is that it definitely gets very creamy and milky. And it's an odd contrast with the freshness that it started off with. So all this is going on in La Mimosa, and it just makes me happy. I like it a lot. I think that this is a perfume that would really appeal to girls who are into fruity florals, young women, teens, 20s, who really haven't strayed too far from fruity florals, but they don't want to smell like every other girl at the mall. And I think that La Mimosa would also appeal to the niche bunnies out there who love a little more challenging perfumes like Amaranthine by Penhaligon's, which also does that thing of being combining a fresh launch, like a fresh kickoff, with a kind of I like to call it, it's horny Heidi, because it's milky and fresh, and then it gets a little sweaty. So Amaranthine does that, and in fact I have a review of that on my blog. I'll have a link to that in the description box below. But La Mimosa kind of covers all of those bases. Another thing is it lasts incredibly long. It's only an eau de toilette. Normally those are lighter and they just kind of fly off the skin more quickly, but not in this case. I can wear this, I can put it on in the morning and I can smell it the next morning. I mean, it really lasts and it continues to develop. So I can't say enough great things about this. I'm just really excited by this. It's a limited edition, so I think that's why I'm also a little bit frothing about it. I'm a little bit fuzzed up because it's not going to be around forever. I don't know how long it's going to be here, but it's definitely worth checking out. I'm Katie Puckrick, and I smell.
Trisha wears number 5, but you don't wear the